Okay, so that's the beginning of What's Your Name by LYNYRD SKYNYRD. We're gonna start out with the C power chord here. We got 5th string, 3 and 5 on the D string. We got. So first we hit the C, and then we have C sharp into D power chords here. So we're gonna go. Then we got one of those little honky tonk things. Get your pinky over here in the D string, 9th fret. So we got. Now that was the 2 middle strings, the D and G strings. Use your ring finger. Slide 10s to 9s. First finger gets those 7s. So all together we got. Now we're going to have these 7s to the 9 on the A string and back to those 7s. Okay, so all together we got. So we're going to go big open E to the 2 to the power chord on the 3, that G power chord. So we got. And then we have this little riff. So that's G string, open, and then 2 open on the D, back to the G, and then flip these around, open to 2, and then the bottom 2 strings, 3rd fret. So we got. Okay? So here we have the 2s, 5s to 4s, back to the 2s, 3 to 4 on the A string, and we're into the verse on that A chord there. So the whole intro, 1, 2. So we're gonna have that same kind of honky tonk thing on this A. So it's like, and it comes in actually before the measure, so it's like an upbeat on the and of the 4 of the previous measure. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're doing our A honky tonk, going to the G over here, honky tonk. Then we come back in, you can kind of hammer this. You can kind of have the 2 down here, or 2 of these 2s. Hammer that 3 to 4 in the A string. Then we'll have a little riff. Bum, 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 bum. From the top. 1, 2. Okay, so that was hammer. 2 on the G, 4, 2, 2. Back to that 3, 4. Okay, so from the verse, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we went to the E power chord. And then we could go. There's a little riff in there. It kind of has with some upbeats on some chords there. So you could do like the 1 and open on the G and E strings, 2s, 3s, 4s, or you could come over here and hit the 6 and 5 on the D and B strings to the 7s, 8s, and 9s. So once again from the verse, 3, 4. Go to G, A. Now E. So at that point we did a couple D's back to a couple G's. E. Okay, when we get into the chorus, we're gonna have a C, C sharp, D power chords. So from coming out of that last A to E to A, we got. Now this new measure is going to go bum da dee dum, and it's going to wait till the last like and 4 and 4 and, because you know they're always hitting those ands before the new measures and stuff. So we got. So that's that same kind of maneuver we had from the beginning. So we got. Okay, so we just keep rocking on that G until it's time to pop in those new ones here. So we got. Okay, so all that happened there is we hit a G power chord on the 10th fret up here of the A string. And then we had that typical kind of A chord set up for the next verse. Okay, so the next verse is gonna be the same type of stuff. G. E. G, D to G, A, E, back to A, chorus. So we got a double chorus up in there. Okay, so after you've held that G for a little while, you got. Into a chorus again. So let's take a look at that lead. We're going to slide into the 16th fret of the A string. And this is like the A major pentatonic scale mostly. So we got 16 on the A, 14, 16 on the D, 14 over here on the G. So we got 16, 14, 16, 14. And then we're going to hit this chord here. So we're bending the 16 of the G with the 17 on the B string underneath it. So it's. Got two bends of that with some vibrato. So we're doing that chord with the bend, and then we're hitting the two 17s. So I got the pinky getting both of those 17s down there. So we got three sets of that with the chord with the high note up top. And then we're gonna go. So we got to pull off 16 to 14 on the G to 16 on the D. So we got. So hammer on 4 to 16 and some more 16s. So we got. So it's kind of similar riffs. And there's always like kind of one at the very end before the new phrase, you know, like at the last 16th note of that beat. So it's. Now we're gonna have a 14 and a 16 bend. And that was 14, 16 on the D, down to this one and back. Kind of slide that one down. So hammer, G string, pull off there. So, and then we're gonna hit that G string quickly before we go. So we got a 16 on the A string going down to 14 and then 12. And then a pull off, big 14, back to this 12. And it's like bam bada down with a little slide. So we got. Okay, then we're gonna go. So hammer, big string, 2 12s there. Pull off, back to the big string. 2 12s with a slide. So you could kind of hit a 12 or just kind of slide into the 16. Okay, so we get into a series of where we're hammering on the D string and then hitting a G string note underneath it after that. So kind of holding that 14. And then you got that next set. One more of those, then we start getting into the 6 times repeating this phrase. And then we're back to kind of a thing from before. Then our last thing is, so that was middle strings, 14s, hammering into the 16 of the D string. Back to the lower chord. Then we have a 14 and 15 hammered into the 16 of the G. And then we're going to do that 16 and 17 with the bend. So the whole solo will be. And then we're back into the chorus. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we set up the last verse the same way. We had that G chord down. And then that kind of A riff kind of stuff. So we got last verse, 3, 4. We're going to have a double chorus. Okay, so at the end, after we've done that G, as soon as you get the boom, 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 we're going to go. So that's the open strings, in the middle, the D and G. 3s, the 2s, the opens. Then a 1 to 2 on the A string. Back to those 2 middle strings open, so it's. Use the G bass also with that last one. All right, what's your name? Lynyrd Skynyrd, great tune. Got tabs for this. We'll talk to you all soon. Thanks a lot.